Hey, Clint, what will you be rustling me up for dinner later?
Sorry, babe. It's looking like I'm not gonna make it home on time tonight. I hate to ask you this, but I'd be grateful if you could make something for yourself.
What? You spring this on me now? If I knew you weren't going to cook my dinner, I'd have gone out to grab something with one of my girlfriends. Why couldn't you tell me this earlier?
Well, there, chill. It's cool, okay? I'm only gonna be 2 hours late at most.
Oh, that's all right then. I guess I'll just wait around doing nothing for 2 hours, shall I?
That's not what I'm saying. I just don't think it'd hurt to cook for yourself every now and then. It's not like I stay behind late at work often. I'm the only one who ever cooks these days.
I have a headache today. I'm not in the mood to cook.
Didn't you just say you wanted to go out for food with a friend?
Why do you have to try and find fault with everything I say? The bottom line is I don't feel well today and I ain't cooking. If you're gonna be late, then I'll have to order takeout.
Takeout again? Seriously?
You leave me no choice. Even if I was in a fit state to cook, there are no ingredients in the fridge.
I'm pretty sure there's some meat and vegetables left in there.
Well, those aren't the ingredients for the kinds of meals I cook. I can't make a decent meal with the stuff in there.
You said you take care of everything at home when you became a stay-at-home housewife, Nina. What happened to that? You haven't cooked a meal in months now, and you barely even lift a finger when it comes to housework. I'm not asking you to do everything, but I'd really appreciate if you could make just a little more effort to keep things running smoothly at home.
But I did the laundry yesterday.
Yeah, only after I had to practically beg and plead with you for 20 minutes. If I hadn't said anything, it'd all still be piled up there in a basket.
Jeez, Clint, do you have any idea how stressful and demanding it is to be a stay-at-home housewife? I'm busy.
My point is that you're not doing your job as a stay-at-home housewife. What exactly are you busy with? Look, forget it, Nina. I'm tired of this crap. Either start pulling your weight at home or get a part-time job. Ain't no way I'm slaving away at the office 6 days a week to come back to a dirty house to cook for you when you barely even do anything. It takes two to tango and you ain't even trying.
Oh my God, what happened to you, Clint? I feel like you turned into a different person when we got married. You're so bossy and strict now.
Bossy and strict?
Yes, bossy and strict. Do this, do that. It's boring. Change the record already. You were never like this before.
That's because you suddenly stopped doing anything around the house as soon as you got married.
Oh, shut up, Clint. You make it sound like I do nothing at all. Why are you so horrible to me? Who do you think you are talking to me like that? I don't deserve this. I'm trying my best here. If you wanted a wife who did everything around the house, then why didn't you marry someone more homely? It's not fair of you to pile on all these expectations on me. What about what I want? If you're so unhappy, then break up with me and find someone to be your stay-at-home housewife. Oopsie, silly me, I misspoke.
Don't be so dramatic, Nina. I don't want to break up with you. I wish we could work as more of a team. I feel like I'm going at everything alone here.
Button that, asshat. I'm sick of your preaching. I'm gonna go out for a while.
Huh? What? Where? I thought you had a headache.
I do, but it'll get worse if I stay in this house for a second longer. I need a change of atmosphere. I'm going to eat out.
Fine. Try not to be back too late, okay?
Don't tell me what to do. I have no idea when I'll be back. I'd rather not see you right now.
Why do you have to be like this? I'm not telling you to do everything around the house. I just want you to try a little harder. Like before, you know? Remember when you used to help out with things? That's all I'm asking.
God damn it, Clint. Do you think I'm dumb? I heard you the millionth time ago. Don't message me until I'm home. I don't even want to think about you. I'm so sick and tired of your shit, it's unreal. I married you because I thought you were kind. I had no idea you were this much of a domineering control freak. You say I've changed, but if you can't see that you turned into Mr. Hyde as soon as we got married, then I don't even know what to say to you. How about looking in the mirror before getting on your high horse and pointing the finger at me? Ugh, what's the point? Screw it. I'm just gonna come out with it. It's official. Our marriage has failed.
Nina, where are you right now?
What does it matter to you?
I need you to come back to the house as quickly as you can.
Nope, not happening. I'm gonna go eat out with my friend now.
Are you sure they're just your friend?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not the only guy you're in a relationship with, am I?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I can't believe this. Is constantly being on my back about the housework not enough for you? Now you have to accuse me of cheating as well? You disgust me. Do you get off on this or something?
You know, I've known something was off about you for a while now. You're constantly going out and your spending's out of control.
Is it any wonder when the house is such a stressful place to be? I wouldn't be able to keep going if I didn't have some way to blow off steam.
I saw the transaction history in your credit card. You've been staying at a hotel a few times a month, haven't you?
Don't tell me that's the proof behind your ridiculous allegation. Pathetic. You're clueless. Girls' parties at hotels are in vogue these days.
Since you mention it, no, that's not all. I have photos of you and him.
Huh?
Look, Nina, I get that you're not happy with how things are between us. But I'd rather you spoke to me about it before going off and cheating on me. We could have worked through this if you had just opened up to me about what was bothering you. Now? There's no going back. We're done. It's time we got a divorce. I need you to come home so we can talk about how we're going to do this.
You serious? You actually want to divorce me?
What point would there be in carrying on now? You and me both know we'd be deluding ourselves if we thought we could ever go back to how things used to be. Look, I need to talk to you about the divorce proceedings, okay?
Fine. I'll speak to you. But I want to see this proof of yours actually exists first. We can talk after I'm satisfied with that.
Does that mean you'll come home?
That's what you're ordering me to do, isn't it? I haven't done anything wrong. If I find out you're lying or trying to fake evidence, I'll take you to court and you'll have to pay me compensation for the emotional distress you're causing me. Clint, I'd like a word with you.
Morning, Barbara. This wouldn't happen to be about Nina, would it?
Yes, it would. So you're aware of why I'm messaging you then?
Yep. Nina didn't come home yesterday. So I think I've got a pretty good idea. I'm sorry it came to this.
Why, do you really think this all goes away with an apology?
No, I don't think that. But this was the only way.
The only way? You've got some nerve. My daughter told me you hit her. I hope you don't think you're getting away with this. You two are getting a divorce. And mark my words, you will be taking full responsibility for what you did.
Huh? I hit her? What are you talking about? I'm the one with the bunch of broken bones.
Excuse me?
Wait a sec. I thought you messaged me because you're angry about me divorcing her.
No, you asshole. I'm angry about you domestically abusing and injuring her. What kind of sniveling low-life coward raises his hand against a woman? You're despicable, you vermin.
Oh my God, what the hell has Nina been telling you?
She told me things haven't been going well between you two lately. She told me that you hurt her yesterday. You lost your temper and punched her square in the face in the middle of an argument, didn't you?
No, that's not true at all. Nina's making it up.
Are you accusing my daughter of lying? You do realize I saw what you did to her when she came to my house in floods of tears yesterday?
If she had any injuries, then she inflicted them on herself to make you believe her.
What the hell did you just say? Good Lord, you're sick.
Barbara, just wait. I understand that you're angry, but please just slow down for a second and listen to me. The argument we had yesterday was because I confronted her with proof of her affair. Yes, voices were raised and things did get very heated. But I never hit her. I never have and I never would.
An affair? My daughter is having an affair?
Yes. She rushed to me all of a sudden in an attempt to snatch the proof out of my hand, probably so she can get rid of them. Of course, in spite of that, I didn't hit her. But she was totally out of control. She grabbed a frying pan off the kitchen side and started swinging it around like a maniac. Eventually, she got me on the floor and was straddling my chest. She started pounding on my closed hands as hard as she could to try and get me to loosen my grip on the SD card with the proof of her affair on it.
No way, with the frying pan?
Yes. She crushed half the bones in my hand into bits and pieces. It's such a mess. The doctors don't even know if I'll ever have normal use of it again. I don't even remember how many breaks and fractures I have.
My daughter, my Nina, did that?
Yes. There's no doubt about it. I have a medical certificate if you don't believe me.
But what about Nina's injury? She had blood pouring from a big cut in her forehead.
After snatching my phone, she tried to destroy the SD card with a frying pan. But she was swinging it around like such a deranged lunatic that she cracked herself in the forehead by accident due to the momentum on the way back up.
What the? Oh, this sounds more like a comedy sketch than real life. I'm struggling to believe you here, Clint.
I understand that. Don't worry. I'll show you the proof.
Fine, I'll reserve judgment until I've seen this proof of yours. It's your word against hers right now. And her forehead is a mess.
All right. Is she with you at your house right now?
Yes, she turned up on the doorstep out of the blue last night. She was exhausted. She's still asleep now.
I'm sorry to have to ask you this, Barbara, but I need you to keep this conversation between us quiet from Nina for the time being.
That's fine by me. She said she blocked your messages anyway. But I couldn't forgive you for raising your hands against her. So I took it upon myself to message you.
I get that. I'm sorry to trouble you like this, but I need you to come and meet me. This isn't the kind of thing I can send through message, so I want you to come and see it in person with your own eyes.
Clint, when are we getting divorced?
The sooner the better, I hope. You cheated on me and pulverized my hand into little pieces with the frying pan when I confronted you about it. I'd have to be insane to want to stay with you a second longer. Any love I had for you was gone.
Pulverized your hand? What the hell are you talking about?
You pounded the crap out of it in a rage with the frying pan yesterday because I couldn't let go of the SD card full of proof of your affair you were so desperate to get your hands on. I had an x-ray at the hospital. It's broken in over a dozen places.
That's bullshit and you know it, Clint. You messed up your hand when you punched me in the face. I just got a medical certificate from the hospital. I hope you know that you'll be paying me a mountain in compensation for the domestic abuse you subjected me to when we divorce. You really messed up this time.
Compensation? I see. So that's your endgame. Now everything makes sense.
You're not seriously denying that you flew into a rage and punched me in the face when I said I wanted a divorce, are you? What am I saying? Of course you're lying through your teeth. You were always going to deny it.
I flew into a rage? Me? Are you serious? You were so out of control, it's a wonder the house is still in one piece. Were you really so desperate to destroy the proof of your affair that you hospitalized me over it?
Proof of my affair? What affair? I don't know what you're talking about. Stop talking crap and own up to what you did. Is this how desperate you are to protect your precious nice guy image? You are so warped, it's terrifying.
So now you're denying the affair too?
Clint, I think you should see a psychiatrist. You're starting to sound crazy. It looks like you hate me so much you can no longer distinguish between fantasy and reality.
The only one who needs to see a shrink here is you pathological liar.
What? You really are committed to trying to paint me as a liar, huh?
You're really sure of yourself, aren't you? Ask yourself this, Nina. Do you really think I'd keep the only copies of the evidence on a single USB stick?
What's that supposed to mean?
The stuff on that drive was just a copy of the original. I have copies of it on every other device I own, not to mention the ones I uploaded to my Peeps drive online. Plus, the private investigator who took all those photos in the first place still has everything they gathered on you.
What? You hired a private investigator to follow me?
Of course I did. I hardly had any time to do it myself with my work schedule.
Show me the rest of this so-called proof, then. I know you're probably just trying to scare me into backing down.
Why? You want me to show you it so you can break my other hand while trying to wrestle it from me again? Let me make this crystal clear. No matter how many copies you manage to steal or destroy, there will always be more.
Clint, please, why do you have to get so angry over a measly affair? Please, just calm down.
Who wouldn't be angry after what you did? A measly affair. Really?
You have to understand, I was lonely. All you ever did since we got married was pester me to do housework. If ever I didn't do it, even for just a few days, you started bossing me around and making thinly veiled threats. I thought if you really loved me, the housework wouldn't be an issue. Fine, I admit it. Maybe I did start sulking and slacking off on the housework because I was unhappy with how things were between us. Is that really such a crime?
Are you somehow trying to use this as justification for your...
It was just stress relief, that's all. The guy I went to the hotel with, I found him online. He's an escort. I guess you could say it's his job to spend time with lonely, dissatisfied women like me. If you think about it, it wasn't even really an affair. How could it be when there are no feelings involved? Guys do stuff like that all the time. Why is it so wrong when I do it?
Oh, look, more bullshit excuses. I know he wasn't an escort, so you can drop the act already.
Huh?
Why even bother lying? I told you I hired a private investigator. He's not an escort. He works part-time at a local bar. I know all about how you both made fun of me when you were together, too. All I am to you is a weak-willed loser with no backbone whose only value is to give you money.
I never said that.
I have a recording of the conversation. I can't believe you're so brazen you'd have a conversation like that about me right out in the open. You must have been convinced you were untouchable. You really are a moron.
I was just humoring him. He was the one who started it. I didn't mean it. It was just a joke.
We used to split the household duties fairly before we were married. But the moment we tied the knot, you completely changed. It's like you went from the girl of my dreams to the stuff of my worst nightmares overnight. All I ever was to you was an ATM, wasn't I? A convenient tool to be used and manipulated to put food on the table and keep a roof over your head while you lazed around doing nothing. Something tells me that you wouldn't last long even if you did make a go of it with your bartender friend.
No, stop this, please. You've got this all wrong, Clint.
Which part am I wrong about? You tried painting me as the perpetrator of an injury you inflicted upon yourself. Do you have any idea how damaging accusations like that can be for a guy? You even tried extracting compensation out of me based on your lies.
But it's true, you really did hit me. If it's divorce you want, then you have to make things even and give me my compensation. I'll report you to the police. Is that what you want?
Go ahead. I hope they do a thorough investigation. You're the only one who'll get arrested, though.
What?
I installed a camera in the living room before you came over to talk yesterday. You always did have a habit of throwing things at me and getting violent if you didn't get your way. I figured I needed an insurance policy in case you try to pull any funny business, so I recorded the whole thing from start to finish. It's all on camera. You charging at me in a rage, tackling me to the floor, straddling me, trying to pry the USB drive out of my hand. And finally, pulverizing it with a frying pan. Oh, and not to mention the part where you accidentally hit yourself in the face amidst the chaos of it all.
You're lying.
Oh, no, I'm not, Nina. I just got done showing the footage to your mom. She admitted you were in the wrong and apologized to me.
What? My mom? You showed my mother?
Yes, in fact, we're together right now. She broke down in tears when she saw what happened. She promised to make you take responsibility for what you did, no matter what.
Clint, I'm sorry.
What's the point in apologizing now? Too little, too late.
I was in the wrong, but I can change. I swear I can. I'm ready to turn over a new leaf. I promise to serve you and only you as your dutiful, loyal wife for the rest of my life. Please just give me one more chance.
A chance? Wait a sec. You're not actually trying to change my mind on the divorce, are you? You wouldn't be that crazy, would you?
Come on, Clint. It's not like I did what I did because I hate you or anything.
You broke most of the bones in my hand. I can hardly just forget about it and carry on like nothing happened.
But I won't ever do anything like that again. I swear I won't. I swear on my life.
You can apologize as much as you like. My feelings about you aren't going to change, Nina.
I'm sorry. I took you for granted because of what a nice guy you are. The truth is, I was actually thinking about doing the housework the whole time. It's just you're so nice. I thought you'd let me off even if I didn't. So the less hard-working side of me won out.
Listen, Nina. Sure, I won't deny it. The housework thing bothered me. But you and me went past the point of no return when you charged at me with a frying pan and beat my hand to a pulp. The fact that you tried to pin a self-inflicted injury on me in a bid to destroy my reputation and make me destitute in a court case, it's just the icing on the cake.
But I told you I'll never do anything like that ever again.
Talk is cheap and I don't believe you. You scared me. And it's as simple as that. You betrayed me and launched into a violent attack when I confronted you about it. You're nothing more than a criminal to me now.
A criminal? Oh my God, Clint, don't even say that. I thought you were a nice guy. Listen, I'll be good to you like I was before, I swear. I promise I can change. Just trust me on this one. Please just don't abandon me. You're all I have. I married you because it's you I want.
Yes, I know I'm your favorite ATM, Nina. I'm actually disappointed in myself that it took all this time for me to realize you were taking me for a chump. All I could feel for you now is hatred and disdain. I couldn't muster up the urge to treat you with kindness again if I tried with every fiber of my being. My love for you is gone and I want a divorce. If you're so unhappy about it, then break up with me. Those were your words, were they not? Nina insisted that she wouldn't go along with the divorce for as long as she could. But thanks to the intervention of her mom, Barbara, who was absolutely livid with her, I got my divorce and received the compensation I filed for in full 1 week later. I also filed a report with the cops about the frying pan incident, and the next day, she got taken away in the back of a patrol car. The cops didn't pursue charges because it was her first offense and happened within the home. But the incident will remain on her file forever. Apparently, she used the time she spent in police custody to reflect on how she got herself into such a mess. Word of the affair got out to Nina's lover's parents, and when I filed for compensation against him, they completely flipped out, drove over to his place, and stuffed him into the car, kicking and screaming in an absurd spectacle in front of the whole neighborhood. Last I heard, his and Nina's relationship had fallen apart, and he was under house arrest at his folks' place in the countryside. As for Nina, she lives with her aunt who runs a pumpkin farm, working the fields 7 days a week. Almost all of her wages go on paying back the debt she owed her parents since they paid all of the compensation she owed me. A letter from Nina came in the mail the other day. In it, she apologized for everything she'd done and admitted to being an idiot. And you know what? Part of me thinks she actually meant it. In any case, I immediately tossed it in the trash where it belongs and carried on about my day while continuing to not give a solitary heck about her. You hear about marriage failing all the time, but I never thought mine would be over in less than a year. It sure as hell beats the alternative, though. If I had forgiven her for what she did to me and decided to give things another shot, my life would have probably been as good as over. I don't feel anything for her at all anymore. But I do at least hope she changes her ways so that no one else gets hurt of a result of her outrageous behavior. It's been just over half a year since the divorce now, and I'm finally starting to feel like my old self again. To tell you the truth, it was the worst year of my life. And at one point, I didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. But now, thanks to the support of my amazing network of family and friends, things are finally looking up. I'm determined to treat them with the kindness they've showed me, and show my gratitude for them being there to help pull me out of the hole when I needed them the most. Life's full of ups and downs. Sure, I've been through my fair share of downs, but who hasn't? I'll never let that stop me from keeping a positive mindset and moving forward with my life. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, and I know for sure that my best days are still ahead of me.